The foundation of the Phoenix Protocol is a 7-day dry fast to capitalize on the number of days it takes to start autophagy, start stem cell regeneration, and start the rejuvenating effects of the Phoenix Protocol. There are supplements you can take to enhance and augment the protocol, and supplements you can take after it to extend the time for regeneration. But essentially you have to do a 7-day dry fast to turn all these systems on. Dry fasting is a lot easier than people think. The Russian version is a soft dry fast, which means you can touch water, you can take baths, you can take showers. You just can't let any water go down your GI tract. The reason you can come in contact with water is because the skin is porous, and there's a counterflow of moisture through the skin surface that flushes the toxins relieved from the cells that go into the extracellular matrix to help move it into the lymphatic system so you can eliminate your toxins. So the Phoenix Protocol is actually a very good detoxification method. But in essence, it's a 7-day dry fast, and it's a lot easier than people think. Let me show you. Okay. Oh yeah. It's day one, and I'm in my cold tub. It's a hot tub. I don't turn the heat on. You burn more fat that way, and it's far more refreshing. First day of my dry fast, day 1 of 7. What's happening right now is my body's burning all the glycogen it possibly can find in the liver. Then later in the muscle tomorrow, as I go from burning sugar into burning ketones, fat. So this is the first day. This is probably the easy day because mostly you have most of your energy, and you just sort of lay around and enjoy the sun and soak inside of a hot tub. Oh yeah, in my Hof tub, Wim Hof tub. Okay, second day of the dry fast, and things are going great. Back in the water, which is really wonderful because in this type of dry fasting, you get to be in water. You take showers, get to do hot tubs. It's great. Just can't drink any water. It's fine. So let me tell you what happened. Yesterday, autophagy was turned on. Macroautophagy, microautophagy, chaperone-mediated autophagy. Cells are starting to be cleaned out like crazy. Today, I'll be leaving burning sugars into burning fats for ketosis, and I should be in full ketosis by the end of the day. And that's a really interesting time because as soon as that happens, your immune system starts cranking out a brand new immune system, which means a lot of macrophages. Macrophages are necessary to surround your senescent cells, engulf them, and digest them before they can do any damage and create more senescent cells. So by the end of the day, autophagy is in full gear. I've got my immune system being regenerated for what happens tomorrow. But for the rest of the day, it's just going to be, really hard work here in the hot tub. Just relaxing, having a fun time, and, getting back to tubbing. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, it's day 3. This is a big day. I'm in ketosis, as you can see here, totally purple. So what I have attained is a state of ketosis where all insulin is out of the system, the immune system is being regenerated, the stem cells in my fat cells are being released. This is when the Mu cells come out. Mu cells are these multi-lineage stress-enduring cells that are immortal. These are the ones that come out on day 3, and they go into your vascular system, they repair the vascular wall, they're released from fat cells because on day 3 you've run out of sugar, you've run out of insulin, the hypothalamus has been stimulated to tell the pituitary to release antidiuretic hormone, which tells the kidneys to release epidrine, which starts cutting up triglycerides into fatty acids and glycerol, so I'm cutting out my fat cells. So far, I've lost 7.5 pounds since I've been on this 2.5 days, 3 days into it now. So you'll lose weight, that's just part of the deal. But the whole idea now is that I've got my body flooding with stem cells and also flooding with a brand new immune system. So this is what this is all about. And it's so easy. I mean, this is not hard. We've been promoted a lot. These dry fasts are tough. They're not tough. They're really easy. You can get wet. You can enjoy yourself as long as you don't drink any water. Because like I say in the book, Water fasting is not fasting. Water fasting is water dieting. It's a very unhealthy way to restrict food. So this works great. It's really simple. So I think I'll just spend the rest of the day laying out in the hot tub and working on the garden and suffering through a dry fast. See you tomorrow. Okay, it's day 4 here in the cold tub, and this is a really important day because everything has been turned on now. By not eating and not drinking, all these metabolic systems start kicking into high gear. Autophagy is in a phase I call aggressive autophagy. So it's getting inside the cells with these membranes that surround bacteria, shuttle them over to lysosomes. The macroautophagy are forming new lysosomes that are filled up with the hydrolytic enzymes from the endoplasmic reticulum. You've got everything cranking. You got the ubiquitin proteasome system, like little wood chippers inside the cells, chipping up all these great big proteins into small pieces. So chaperone-mediated autophagy can work to shuttle it into lysosomes and degrade it. This is part of the Phoenix protocol. By being able to dissolve and degrade all these proteins back into amino acids, they can be used to make new cells. So it's being created from the ashes of the old. So it's a really interesting process right now of just sitting back and relaxing, because today your body's doing all the work. All you have to do is just kind of kick back, and it gets a little tiring, so you take a little nap. I like to nap in front of fans. It's really comfortable. So today is just binge TV watch, sit in front of fans, soak in the hot tub if it gets too uncomfortable. There will be a little fever today. You can always just moderate it with a little bit of the old cold tub. So it's a really easy way to fast. It is the correct way to fast. And the reason I'm doing it in water is because water will go through the skin and help flush out the lymphatic system without it being used in the digestive system. It's the way the body's designed to work. So my advice on day 4 and 5, which is when you're getting rid of all your bacteria and viral infections and parasites and all that stuff, is just kick back and relax. Because, what could be easier than this kind of a dry fast? Seriously. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm just going to relax all day. Okay, it's day 5. Oh, yeah, I love this cold tub. Yeah, okay. And I'm sure you've been thinking, does he get into a hot tub full of tap water? Nope. I use a carbon filter hooked onto my hose, so everything coming out of here is completely clean water. So no, you've got to have absolutely clean, fresh water during this kind of a dry fast, because pure water is going into the skin. You don't want chlorine and stuff like that and all the garbage that comes out of the city water. So anyway, day 5. I'm here and it feels great. I'm a little tired, and that's okay, because that means I'm going to be sleeping a lot, which means I'll be healing a lot, because you heal when you sleep. I've lost 12 pounds over the last 4 days. So that's a good thing. But right now, my body's doing all the work. Autophagy's turned on, stem cells are being regenerated, new cells are being regenerated and replacing old cells, senescent cells are being replaced, NAD is uprated, so all the sirtuins are working, SIRT2 in the cytoplasm, deacetylating all my microtubules, making sure everything works. It's really amazing what's really going on biochemically inside your body during this point. And you feel it because you're tired. You're tired because you're healing. So you just take more naps. I had a nice nap this morning, had a couple-hour nap under the fan, felt great. Now I'm in the hot tub and feeling even greater, because it's like I tell you, when you get tired and you get inside this cold tub, it's not a hot tub, it's a cold tub, and you're freezing ass cold for a couple of seconds, it just feels wonderful. It's very refreshing. So today, I'm just going to let my body do the work and sit back and relax, because really that's the only thing you can do. I'll probably go out for a walk, because that's important. You need to get the oxygen. But for the most part today, I'm just going to be kicking back and letting my body do the work. Okay, it is day 6. Oh, that's wonderful. Day 6, and really good stuff's going on today. Because autophagy has been going on for so long, and because NAD plus has been upregulated, my sirtuins are cranking, and they're demethylating the genetic codes in my cells so that it restores functionality to protein synthesis. You can't have transcription if you got a bunch of garbage on top of your genetics. And this is the whole key here. You know, this is a longevity protocol. This is designed for functional immortality. What that means is you remove the things that are preventing youth, that are causing aging, and you stay younger. Because youth is not a measure of age and years. Youth is a measure of functionality. Your youthful cells when you're a young kid are youthful because they can make all the proteins they need. As those protein requirements are decreased from methylation, the cells can't operate correctly. That's what aging is. So the Phoenix protocol is designed specifically to not only heal yourself, but to demethylate your cells to restore youthful function so you can go on in a younger body. That's the deal. And today, that's what's taking place. All day long, my body's demethylating cells, making me younger because it's making functionality better. And that's the key to this whole idea. You have to demethylate the cells. Sinclair and all the other doctors know this. This is how aging happens. When a repair is made from the basic excision removal pathway, it leaves a methyl marker on the lysine amino acid on your genetics. And by the way, my voice is a little rough today. That's normal too as you proceed with this dry fast. If that methyl marker is left there, then that code can't be tapped there to do a transcription and read that code. So it can't read, it's just off the RNA messenger goes. So if you can demethylate the cell, methyl group comes off, methyl mRNA comes in, clips onto that section, reads that code, makes that protein, your cell can operate perfectly, like a young cell again. This protocol is to make you live longer in a youthful body. And I'm just about 70, and I think I'm doing pretty good. I like the protocol. I think you will too. So for the rest of the day, I'm just going to take the day and hook on the jacuzzi and just enjoy my hot tub. Cold. I got to ice this thing. I'm running out of cold. Talk to you tomorrow. Okay, it is day 7. I love this thing. Love this thing. Day 7, and tomorrow I'll be going off the fast. But what is really amazing is what's happened in 1 week. In 1 day, you've increased the concentration of your blood by not drinking any water. This turns on a series of chemical steps that cause your body to start cutting up triglycerides into glycerol and fatty acids to make water, to make your own endogenous water, and to make energy. Glycerol keeps your plasma glucose off. But it also drops your insulin to 0, which turns off PKA, which is the signal to keep your stem cells asleep. Something else happens that's pretty much profound as well. All life depends on water to live. That includes bacteria, virus, and parasites. Because you're not drinking water, you forced your cells to start making water. Bacteria, virus, and parasites don't have that capability. They can't make endogenous water. So the longer you don't drink, the longer they die of thirst. So you get rid of all these pathogens just by not drinking water. This isn't accomplished with water fasting. After the PKA is turned off and stem cells start regenerating, you get this infusion of Muse stem cells out of the fat cells. These immediately start going through the vascular system, repairing the cell walls, repairing the vascular wall, replacing endothelial cells. But because the immune system is turned on and your blood is concentrated, you have a concentrated immune system in the blood. That concentration goes up far more effectively. So as your stem cells in the niches start regenerating from their asymmetric, symmetric, transit amplifying progenitor cell phases over the 5 days after they start doing it, over these next 4 or 5 days during this period, you're demethylating cells, you're repairing good cells. Your body is then making a selective destruction of cells that just can't be changed at all. So the macrophages go in, they dissolve those cells, they take the bad actors out. By the end of the fast, by this day, day 7, you've been rejuvenated. You're in a position now where your stem cells are residing in your niches, pumping up paracrine signals to make all the surrounding and adjacent cells behave like brand new cells again. A lot of them have been demethylated, so that helps too. This is the only therapy that has ever been devised that can do this sort of thing in a week. Nothing else can do it. No pills, no potions, no magic elixirs. Only not eating. And that's what's interesting, because we've used the Phoenix protocol and dry fasting to accelerate dry fasting to this other potential by feeding the stem cells, doing the proper eating after the fast. We're looking at functional immortality, because if you do this right, start with the physitum, do the dry fast, and with the stem cell regen, the polyphenol plus, the resveratrol, you've turned on all these systems that make sure that you keep the pace. You win the race this way. You end up getting yourself younger and in a more youthful cellular condition, because as I've said before, youth is not measured in years. Youth is measured in functionality. And this dry fasting in the protocol assures that that functionality is correct. Now we go further and make sure that the extension is correct. This is the only protocol ever devised that can extend life, at least by 25 years, by one application. It's really quite remarkable, and it must be said that there's really nothing quite like it. I encourage you to try dry fasting, because do it 1 day, a 2 day, make sure you can do it, you're happy with it, do a 5 day, work up to a 7 day. If you do 7 day dry fast twice a year, you can't miss. And if you really control your insulin in between the fasts, you're on the road to extension, life extension like no one's thought about before. So really what we have here is a question you have to ask yourself. At age 50, you've lived 2,600 weeks. Are you willing to give up 1 week a year to live thousands more? Choice is up to you. For me, I'm going to sit back today, enjoy my cold tub, and just relax and enjoy the fact that I'm young